Howdy, folks. Derek from the Rangers Review here. Well, it's fair to say yesterday it was an absolute calamity from Rangers at Parkhead as they lost 3-0 in the first Old Firm clash of the season. Kris Boyd didn't beat around the bush on Sky Sports upon the full-time whistle. He said, you don't get time in football. Do you think Rangers fans are sitting at home absolutely delighted watching Celtic celebrate after their performance there? Embarrassing, embarrassing. I think the bookies made Rangers the same price as what they were under Pedro Caixinha when they came here. That's what it looked like. How many of that Rangers team would get in the Celtic team? None. None of them would get anywhere near it. He said James Tavernier has had his critics over the years. Go and show a 2-minute clip of why Celtic totally dominated that game today. It was summed up within 2 minutes. James Tavernier labouring back when he lost the ball in the middle of the pitch to Kyogo, running the full length of the pitch to tackle Tom Lawrence. That's the difference. He continued, Celtic make things happen. Rangers hope things happen. All this, we're improving. It's about time people wisen up and realise this isn't going anywhere fast. That was embarrassing today. Asked whether there is a need for players to call out their teammates, he continued, the whole calling out your teammates, I don't think that can happen anymore. There are no characters in football. You look at Callum McGregor, he leads by example on the pitch, making things happen and being on the front foot, but also when it is time to sit off. You need that discipline to keep the ball. He is totally different to what Scott Brown was. Rangers don't have any leader. They can't kid them. They can kid themselves on all they want. They don't have any leaders. Beating Ross County 6-0 and then swanning about giving it the big I am, and it's all good. Look at us. These are the games that matter today, and you will be judged on. I will say it again. That was embarrassing after 10 minutes for Rangers. So Kris Boyd there, certainly not beating around the bush with his reaction to yesterday's performance against Celtic. Now, Jack Butland was speaking to the press after the game as well, and I'll read you what the number one had to say. He was asked how disappointing was that result. He says, we're hugely disappointed. There are a lot of things that we work on from previous games that we felt that we didn't have enough control over the game, control over the ball, and found ourselves defending way too much. We showed early signs in the game, really positive signs of that, so of being a bit braver on the ball, trying to control some of the game ourselves and not feel like we were under the cosh. They obviously do that well here, trying to put you under pressure early. We created some chances out of that early on. We didn't take them, and we defended a couple of situations poorly. Then you find yourself facing an uphill battle. That's the reality of what we need to do better in these games. We've given away too many opportunities that we can avoid, and that's something we need to be better at going forward. He was asked, is it a concern that the same goals are being conceded against Celtic? Butland said it's a concern if you keep doing it. We've got lots of new players in, some new faces, different people that we need to get up to speed. But all of us as a collective, we need to address and defend these moments better, because it then becomes difficult to get a foothold back in the game once you've done that. So while there was positive stuff early on, we've given away some opportunities and conceded goals, and then it's a tough day. He was asked, how do you keep picking yourself back up? It's not difficult to pick yourself up. It hurts. It's not what we want. It's not what we believe our club's about. But you have the beauty of being able to hopefully go back to Ibrox again soon, being back with the fans and hopefully kicking on and putting this behind us. We've got some great fixtures, some great European ties to look forward to. The league is still our main focus, so we've got some work to do. While there were good signs on Sunday, we need to be better, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to try to help that. Will being back at Ibrox help? He was asked. He says it's huge. I think in general, just for the club, I think the fans are desperate for it. We're desperate for it, but it's no excuse. It's something that we have to deal with. We have dealt with it fairly well, I think. We appreciate the fact that the fans have made differences and changes to their weekends to come and support us. Hopefully we're back in Ibrox soon, but that's by the by. We're disappointed about Sunday, and I hope that we've shown some things that the fans can be hopeful from, but we need to be better because we don't want these results anymore. He was quizzed, how much do you analyse your own performance? Always, I'm pleased with my performance. You never enjoy conceding goals. You always look back at everything I looked at my position on the second one. I think I'm in a position which is suitable for where we were at in the game, being in possession of the ball. In giving the ball away, I'm trying to get back to my optimal position where I want to be in that moment. And perhaps a little bit, I didn't quite get back to where I wanted to get to ideally. I analyze things. I look at things. Am I happy with everything else I did? Am I happy with how I supported the team? Am I happy with how I supported from behind and helped the team build up? Yes. But at the end of the day, we've not got the result we wanted. And if that's something I need to look at, I will do, as the rest of the squad will do. He was asked then, did Kyogo surprise you by hitting it early? It was no surprise. You could see he was shaping up for it. As I said, my optimal position was where I wanted to get back to. I didn't get the opportunity to get there with us turning over the ball. Again, I'll look at it again. Could I have been somewhere different to start with? Have I got after it as well as I possibly could do from the position I was in? Yes, I have. Yes, I'm disappointed with it, as I would be with conceding any other goal. Finally, he was asked, how do you help pick up the new players? We've got a tricky period now where we don't have a game for a couple of weeks. That's going to be the difficult thing. We're going to be thinking about it for a long time. We're going to have days to look back at it. We're going to have a lot of training sessions between now and the next game. It's important that we do pick them up. The next day we're in, it's not going to just disappear. There's no danger of that. It's going to be something that's going to be fresh on people's minds for a while, and it needs to be, because that's how important it is to us and the club. So yes, there are things to work on, things to get better at, be more efficient, but I think the belief is there, and I hope that shows at least that we're still fighting. What do you make of that, folks? Let us know in the comments. Boyd certainly not best pleased by what he witnessed at Parkhead on Sunday. I think he speaks for the vast majority of us as well. And Jack Butland there commenting on his performance, on his positioning for the Kyogo goal, and how Rangers somehow picked themselves up from what was a really sobering afternoon at Parkhead. Remember, if you want to keep up to date with all the latest Rangers news, be sure to subscribe to the Rangers Review YouTube channel. Bye for now.